The 70s entertainer Freddie Starr has lost a libel action against a woman who accused him of groping her when she was just 15 years old. Karin Ward had said that the assault happened on the set of Jimmy Savile's television show Clunk Click more than 40 years ago. Starr, who could now be forced to pay £1 million in costs, had sued over interviews which Miss Ward gave to a number of media outlets, including the BBC and ITV. The lawyer said she'd been treated disgracefully by the broadcasters and that they had failed to support her. Here's Porrick O'Brien.
Clunk the car door and click the seatbelt. Clunk, click, every trip.
It's 1974, a guest appearance by Freddie Starr on Jimmy Savile's show Clunk Click. In the audience, a young Karin Ward. She was one of the first women to lift the lid on the Savile scandal. She also alleged that Freddie Starr groped her behind the scenes of this TV show. She was interviewed in 2012 by the BBC and ITV.
I was horribly, horribly humiliated by Freddie Starr, who had a very bad attack of wandering hands.
Freddie Starr sued her, and today he lost. The judge said the case failed because Karin Ward's testimony was found to be true and because too much time had elapsed. Mr. Starr now faces a potential legal bill of up to £1 million. This was Karin Ward's reaction outside court today.
All I can say is to anybody who hasn't yet come forward, who has suffered in their past, don't take this case as a reason not to say anything. Stand tall, it's not your fault. You might not have had a voice years ago, but you have now. Don't give in to bullies.
This case raises some difficult questions for the broadcasters as well. The BBC, ITV and ITN, who make Channel 4 News, were happy to air those original interviews with Karin Ward. They were reluctant to indemnify her in any way, though, once Starr threatened to sue. Outside court today, her lawyer was scathing.
I have never come across a case where a source has been abandoned by a publisher or broadcaster to defend a libel case on their own. It is particularly egregious for the BBC and ITV, ITN to have done so when Karin Ward put her head above the parapet to speak out about Savile.
So why didn't the broadcaster support her case? The BBC offered to contribute $85,000 towards her legal costs, but the offer came 3 weeks after Starr had issued proceedings. Today, the corporation told us that
the BBC offered to help Ms Ward with a contribution to her legal costs before the trial and remains willing to discuss a fair contribution to her costs if these cannot be recovered from Mr Starr as ordered by the court.
ITV and ITN did not give us a statement. It's rare that individuals are sued in a case like this. When they are, it's down to the discretion of the broadcasters to indemnify or not. Karin Ward's case throws into focus questions around media companies' responsibility to their sources. That's the big picture. On another level, this represents a very personal victory for someone not afraid to tell a very personal story.